Let's check it out. We hit the button, close it. Look at that, it opens.
Ooh la la.
Now that's what I have not seen in a Land Cruiser or a Land Rover, Brian, so they've upped the game.
Props.
Let's go to the second row.
Welcome back to Texas Truck Channel. We're coming to you, obviously pre-recorded from the Chicago Auto Show. And Craig, we've got a doozy behind us. I'm actually super excited about this. 2025 Expedition Tremor. Some of you guys know that we recently bought an Expedition. We have it on the show, and it has the same powertrain and all that kind of stuff, but man, they've made some updates, so let's get into it. I'll be honest with you, had a Tremor existed on the previous gen, we would not have gone Platinum. We would have gone Tremor for sure, because off-road matters to us. There just wasn't a real off-road trim. The Timberline wasn't enough. We've driven that thing and it was okay, and I think this will probably be much better because the Tremor truck stuff has all been really good. So high hopes here. Let's start out with optics, Craig. We do have dimensional letters on the hood, which I think is really cool. They've got that orange, it's an active orange color that's behind all the letters. That's pretty neat, I'm a fan of that. Also, the Expedition comes with, on the Tremor package, the blackout and the Ford logo, which is kind of cool. So you don't have the blue oval anymore, you've got the black logo. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I think
You do?
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, there's something iconic about the blue one, but the black is like, it's unique. Every once in a while you'll see that. They'll do specialty trims that have a different background on it. That's pretty cool. Got some knurling going on here, which we've seen on some other trim pieces inside of these. That's kind of cool. That way at least all your bugs can categorize themselves on how they die in the front of this car. So,
welcome to my drive-in. I get to drive on this kind of stuff. This is pretty cool. I'm in a little creek bed right now on a dirt road that I found with Onyx Maps. I would have never found this with Google Maps. In fact, I've tried before and you can't. It just puts you on the interstate or a main highway, which is fine. But believe it or not, this is quicker, especially in our long-term Ranger, because you can go pretty good speeds on these dirt roads. But this is a public road that I found in a really neat spot. I think it's pretty cool. It's quiet out here. It's beautiful drive. I've seen so many deer. If you'd like to get yourself a membership with Onyx, please check out the QR code above or click on the link below. Use the code TTC and save yourself 20%. Thanks for watching, and now back to the episode.
coming down up front, we have more active orange accents in the pockets. And oh, what's this, Craig? Real tow hooks. Look at recovery points here, and they're active orange as well, which means they work even better. And what about skid plates? Oh, baby. That is metal to right here. Bit of plastic on the nose, and keep in mind, that's a pre-pro truck, so there's probably gonna be some tweaks, but that looks very, very promising. The Timberline did not have that type of protection. I like that a lot. All right, coming around to wheel and tire, Craig, this does feel pretty tall. I gotta say, the Tremor package might be taller than the regular. Now, this is the only one I see in the booth today, so we can't compare it to something else, but that's up there. I was coming down to check wheel and tire, Craig. This looks like the wheel straight off of the F-150 Tremor and the same tire package. These general grabbers are generally okay. They're not bad, but they're not the best. And I'll be honest with you, our Firestone Destination XTs are a lot quieter than these, in my experience. Anyways, you do get the active orange spoke in the middle. 275 7018. That's a good size to start with, and also there's a lot of aftermarket tires you can get in that size, so you're going to be in a good category for support there. Suspension-wise, let's see if we can find anything in here. We do know that it is lifted. We don't know if the dampers are any different, but we will drop a comment on the screen if we can figure that out for you later on. Coming on down, we do have the Tremor badging so people know what you bought, which I think that's kind of cool. It's not a decal, it's an actual emblem. I like that a lot. And the side steps are very Gen 1 Ford Raptor-y. You like that, Craig?
I love it. No, it's awesome.
I do too.
They're sand whatever.
Right, they're sand steps. So they're designed to let sand and mud fall through them. And also they're up high, so these aren't going to drag on things. They're going to protect your paint down here from rocks popping up off the tires a lot too. I will tell you though, if you play in the mud, they will hold all of it on the mounting brackets right here. Ask me how I know. Now, coming down the background, we got to hop up, Craig, using this step. We have a real roof rack with real crossbars. That's pretty cool. This looks quite beefy. It's tent ready. Coming down to the rear, Craig, we've got the same wheel and tire package and 4-wheel independent suspension, which we can tell you from owning it, it's a multi-link. It's actually a 5-link on each corner. It's quite good from the factory. Let's come check it out down below, see if we can see anything. Okay, so the lower control arms appear to be identical or virtually the same as the previous gen like we own at home. And the shocks, I don't see any branding on them. So maybe they are Tremor specific, but not Tremor branded. They're not Foxes, is what I'm saying.
A lot of people bash IRS, but Armadas have that. The biggest advantage you get off-roading is...
Patrols have that now.
Well, right, but also the center pumpkin is now a little higher up because it's not dropped down.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty, and ride quality is there. And look, as Land Rover can prove, they work off-road. There's no way around that. Now, visually out back, this is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about this, and if y'all have comments, chime in.
Might be the most controversial.
It's right here, right? So your stealth trim, your platinum with the ultimate package, and the Tremor get this blackout piece in the middle. I don't love it personally. What do you think, Craig?
I think it would be cool if you could see through this.
What do you mean see through this?
Like
acrylic?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That would be cool.
No, then you just people's junk and bags in the back.
True.
That wouldn't really work. That would never work, but it's a cool concept. I would rather this just be the same paint color of the car, personally, but it does stand out. I will say though, this right here, this taillight, what does it remind you of, Craig?
Cadillac?
GMC Yukon.
Okay.
Straight up. It looks like that to me for sure, but none of that crap matters. Let's check out the powertrain up front. All right, let's hear the exhaust, Craig.
Ooh, it sounds like a V6.
It's a Jetson car. Anyways, twin turbo V6. It's a ripper. There's nothing to talk about here. This one has a higher output as standard in the Tremor package. 440 horse, 510 torque, paired to a 10-speed, 10R80 transmission, and all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Before we go any further, we can't forget it costs $81,000. That's a lot of money, but hopefully it's a lot of rig.
All right, Brian, let's check out the interior of the, I'm calling it all new. I'm sure the Ford is too, but all new Expedition. This is probably the biggest news right here. Let's check it out. Oh, found us in between the I and the T.
Oh, you found the spot, Craig?
Hit the button and
Is that the it?
only part of it opens. What?
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Look at this, Brian.
Wow.
It's a Land Cruiser.
No, it's a BMW X5.
Okay, or that.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, but here's the real thing, in all seriousness. Whether it's a Land Rover, BMW X5, Land Rover,
Yeah.
this is how you do
Land
real
Cruiser.
off-road stuff. This is, look, now we're ready. They're committed. I love this. This is actually really pretty neat.
Hey, wait a minute. What's the relationship here between the
What? What about it?
You're protected from the rain if you stay here, Craig.
Yeah, but they didn't do the cutout so that in case it rains more.
LR3 knows what's up.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, packaging wise, Ford knows what they're doing. They got cubbies underneath and all throughout here. Brian, I don't want to bash other people because I'm trying to be nice, but there's nothing like in the way, no weird hybrid things, no weird shells.
Wait.
I'm just saying. But Brian, we get plenty of outlets back here. We got a 12-volt outlet back here. We get a 400-watt outlet back here, USB-C in the back. You don't usually see USB-C in the very rear of the car.
Also, I just noticed something, Craig. Cup holder spot right here.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And we're forgetting one more thing. This is a shelf.
Oh, okay.
So right here, these flip down. All right, plop it up.
And now we've got a shelf. Check that out. I mean, that's actually pretty cool. Serious, you're at camp, you get your tent. You've got a little kind of kitchen setup here, and you don't have to do any overlanding setups or
it's just here.
Goose gear stuff.
Well,
it's just here.
Yeah, it's just here. That's pretty nice. I like how this is hard plastic too. Keep the mud off of it.
Yeah. Anyways, really neat. Let's. And you could probably also flip this over and be hard.
You
instead
can.
Of.
Yeah. Well, also it tips up. I'm not sure how to do it, but it does tip up as a seat back, so you can sit here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is it like that? Well, I don't know how it works, but basically I've seen in the brochure it's a seat back.
Yeah. Brian, the rear seats will power fold. We're not going to show that right now because we don't have time for it to go up and down, but they do work. And let's move to the second row. But before we do that, let's close this. Let's see how that works.
Wait, hey, right there.
Oh, hang on. All right, we're doing this live. This is the first time we've done this. Let's check it out. We hit the button, close it. Look at that. It opens.
Ooh la la.
Now that's what I have not seen in a Land Cruiser or a Land Rover, Brian. So they've upped the game.
Props.
Let's go to the second row. All right, Brian, let's get in the second row of this bad boy. Again, these doors open wide. Ford knows what they're doing. They know people need to get in these things.
Hey, when you've got a kid in a stroller crib you're setting up,
right,
all the room.
So, very nice. You get this, I'm going to call it active lifestyle type material.
Vinyl.
Very wipeable.
Yeah.
And then you get the door pull, Brian. The handle is the door pull. That is the best in the world. Ford does it the best. They do it in their full-size trucks and these and the Ranger now. Like that a lot. You can put your phone there or your wallet. You got a little cubby. You got cup holders down in the actual door pocket itself. Bang & Olufsen speaker. So it's going to bump a little bit. That's pretty nice. Let's get in here and let's see. This is actually manual seat. I can recline it or move it up, and I get the captain's chair. That's really nice with the pass-through to the third row.
That's pretty cool.
Third row is pretty roomy.
One more thing to point out. If you have a car seat in here, Craig, you can leave the car seat on, and it stays on the seat. Flip it forward. The kid is now, can't breathe, but they're okay. They can jump in this way and go in the back.
As the kids get older, they just walk through here.
That's what happens,
so you don't have to worry about that. And Brian, one of the cooler things is this back of this headrest. Look at this. Look at all these contraptions. It looks like the skeletal brain of something. What this is, it tells you put your phone there, and you can watch your videos or your tablet. It's got another top up here, so you can actually hold a bigger piece of equipment, a tablet.
Flips it right here as
and then
well.
chargers built in the back of the seat, USB-C. It looks like two USB-C ports.
Dual map.
Look, if you're a kid and your parents buy this, you're winning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and dual mat pockets, Brian. That is really cool. I love that a lot. Pretty neat. So you can actually put a more shallow one. So you put your phone there, and then a deeper one because you're trying to hide it from your kid brother.
Okay.
You know, so because Kid brothers are annoying.
Hey, I'm right here.
Oh, anyways, and then we get tri-zone climate control, and then Brian, this is what works with full-size trucks. There's a couple that's really far away. Can you move it back a little bit?
Yeah, real quick. All right, the beacon's on. Hey, you do know the best form of compliment is imitation, right?
Correct. I've seen this before in GM products.
Yeah, also this is faster than GM products. That's really cool. Now you have a cup holder for your...
Thank you. So now I can actually reach it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that.
And a tab holder right there too.
Man, what a deal. They really figured it out.
All right.
All right, Brian, let's check out the front row. And Brian, we get the same material up front for your arm when you're doing your cruising. You get a nice padded door pull and same style handle. Bigger pocket up front because we've got a bigger door so you can put all your bottles. That's really nice. Let's get in here. Do you have power seats over there? I bet you do.
Yes, and up and down are included on that.
Man, that is really nice. A lot of cars just don't do that. Brian, the big news up here, in all seriousness, I think this is the biggest thing we've seen from Ford in a long time, interior-wise.
This is a huge change.
I always joke, one of the ways you can tell a vehicle is all new is if the steering wheel is different. If the steering wheel is different, they've gone through all their suppliers and everything's new.
Everything's new, yeah.
Look at the steering wheel. Wow.
Do you like that?
I don't know. This is the first time I've seen it in person. I like that it's completely open here because a lot of times there's something here and you can't put your hand there when you're trying to rest.
That is nice.
The 10 and 2s are in a good spot. I like that. I don't like that it's square. Why are we doing square things that you turn all the time?
It's rectoval is what it is.
I understand that. And look, we used to have Imperial Crowns that used to have square steering wheels, and that was awful. And you actually, that was bad.
Yeah.
But no, I think this is actually cool. Looks really modern, and I have no problems with it. Brian, the next big thing is this is a radical design change for Ford.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if this works its way into more vehicles. I'm sure it will,
Man,
truck-wise and that sort of thing.
I got to tell you right now, I don't think this design works for an F-150.
I don't know.
It's not bulky enough.
I like it a lot.
No, I do too. Low-cal, right?
What we've seen before is we've seen Expedition and F-150s kind of be separate.
Right.
But the Lightning would borrow some Expedition stuff. I'm curious if the refreshed Lightning gets this, but not the F-150.
I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
But I did split screen. I liked it. I'm going to tell you, I like this split screen. Look, this is from the EV world, Brian. Very EV influence. I think it's cool. What's good about it is you get really good sight lines, and you get the info you want out in front where you need it, so you're not having to look down the road and then way down at the center cluster, usually down here, or the instrument cluster. Now he's just a quick look down. I like that a lot. That's kind of Mazda-y of them.
Also, it's very, I don't need a heads-up display anymore because it's out there already.
Look, I don't like heads-up displays.
Yeah.
This is better. And then, Brian, we get the all-new Ford Digital Infotainment, which replaces Sync. Sync is gone. This is here, and this is going to replace all that, and it works. You get all kinds of apps and the functions and capability and over-the-air updates. This is going to work really well. Sync's been fine, but this is definitely an improvement. Brian, we do get our shifter up and out of the way. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I like that.
We don't have any weird automated thing. I think they've gotten some feedback from customers and they've learned. I'm curious to see if that changes in the F-150 as well. And then you still get volume control, that sort of deal. Brian, on Pro Trailer backup, USB-C, USB-A, wireless charging. Your phone goes to the side. That's kind of cool. So you throw it in there and just kind of sits to the side. That's,
okay.
You know, that works. It's not in the way.
You can also close it up too.
And then you can close it. And Brian, you can also, you got more cup holders, but you can also, Brian, I got to get some stuff under there. I got something I'm hiding. So, but you hit this little button. Look at, oh.
What are you hiding?
Oh. Well, I'm protecting something in my safe.
Check it out.
That's pretty cool. Who knows? Oh, okay. Yeah. So
remember when the Tahoe had the hidden area behind the screen?
Yeah.
This is a one-up.
Look,
it's got to be a one-up, right?
Brian, this is definitely all new. This is really impressive. I'm curious to see Ford take some of these themes and elements to more things across the range.
Yep.
Brian can't help but touch cubby holes no matter, since he's been a kid. It's been that way.
Sorry,
with that, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave us some comments below. What trim are you most excited about? Do you want the Platinum, or do you like the Stealth in the Platinum, or do you like this Tremor?
Trimmer, baby. Trimmer.
Forgot to mention that you do have 2-speed transfer case. You have 2 high, 4 auto, 4 low. Love that drive modes, and then you got Brian. A rear locker. You get a rear locker. So we get a rear locker and 2-speed transfer case. You got to be careful. Ford and GM in their Expeditions and full-size SUVs
will not give you low range.
It will not give you a low range a lot of times. You just get 4-wheel drive, which is fine. A lot of people aren't off-roading these things, but this is actually off-roadable. I like that a lot.
I'm glad to see that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.